What's up, guys? It's Josh, Ohio Bass Guru, back on the water. Second day at Lake Erie. I'm here at beautiful East Harbor State Park. Just got the boat in the water. I'll show you guys what's going on. 50-degree water temps. And it's cold again today, guys. It's supposed to warm up, but I mean, it's cold right now. It's in the 40s. Wind's blowing a little bit, but we're gonna see if we can catch some fish. West Harbor yesterday wasn't real good. I mean, it wasn't good at all. Caught 4 fish. Watercolor, a little dirty for East Harbor, but not awful. April 19th, and we're gonna make a run. I think we're gonna start out on the channel, so it's gonna be a cold run. I'll bring you guys along for that. So let's get after it, guys. Ohio Bass Guru out. What's up, guys? It's Josh, Ohio Bass Guru, and I'm gonna cut in and explain a couple things. So I ran over to the channel at East Harbor. The channel at East Harbor is the channel that connects East Harbor to Lake Erie. Well, when I get there, it is complete chocolate milk. For everyone not familiar with East Harbor, it is usually a fairly clear lake, but with the recent wind and rain, it has muddied it up. I also noticed that there is a significant 2 to 3 degree water temp drop on this side of the lake. So I instantly turned the boat around and head back to the other side of the lake where it was much clearer and the water temps were in the 50-degree range, which you guys will see was the correct move. So enjoy. Ohio Bass Guru out. There we go. That's a good one. Get up in here. It's a nice one there, boys. All right, guys, we'll let her go. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you just got to reel it off on. There we go. That's a pretty good fish too. Oh, that's a real good fish. Yeah, boy. Whew, look at that, boy. Fatty. That's fatty fish. Right there, boys. That's fatty fish. Right there, boys. Thank you, buddy. Chicken, guys. Nice one. There we go. Need to reduce manual processes. Get up in there. Need to reduce manual processes. Get up in there. Cheddar chicken. Good boy. There we go.
And it's a touch high.
Other one, cheddar chicken. Little one, little fatty.
Damn. Well, I told you, go down. Look at that. There we go. Oh, be a good one. Oh yeah, that's a good fish.
2-1. Inside corner straight 2-2. Special hello to Kathy Taylor. Now the 2-2.
There we go. That's a nice one, guys. It's all nice fish.
Brandon lashes and fouled third base side. We'll do it again at 2-2. There's nothing better than making
There we go. Oh man.
the first. I don't know if he just couldn't get high enough.
Fatties, man.
Terry Carpenter
Fatties.
was short, second right.
Thank you, buddy.
Chick-fil-A app and order your favorites ahead of time. You'll save time and earn points toward tasty rewards with every qualifying purchase. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. No score here in the third inning. Al Rosenberg, outstanding engineer here in Detroit. Al, you've lived here how many years? Your whole life? We went.
Feels like a pretty good pitch.
Has I-75 ever not been under construction? No. There you have it. That is security if you're on that crew. His grandchildren are now working. Their grandfather did.
Okay, I want that
They
chatterbait.
realize how massive Detroit
Nice.
is considering the suburbs, which is where we stay in a beautiful community called Birmingham. It's the space side of the river. Here it comes. And while I-75 is in its perpetual construction repair mode, real positive signs here in the downtown city area. There's a straight 1 and 2. A lot of cranes around the city. A lot of closing is going up, especially in this north. A little bit high, 2 and 2.
Good one too, man. So many good
For the
ones.
office people, they're all young. People in their tree, the way things ended last night. Now the 2-2 pitch, and Nevin takes downstairs, full count.
There we go.
The field house was on fire last night.
There we go, boys.
That's a good fish right there, boys. That's a good. That's a good solid 2.5 pounder. God, I could sit out here all day, dude. And we just might.
There we go. Hello, one. Just a little one, guys.
1-1 on Ramirez.
That's
Runs, 1 hit, no errors for both clubs.
how about the one? There we go.
On a strike 3 with a pitch clock violation, and he is not happy about it.
Nice.
Down in the inning, first time we've seen that in the regular season. Well, the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers in this finale today are scoreless. Since they last scored yesterday afternoon again. Top of the order. Since they last scored yesterday afternoon.
So at this point, guys, we're just gonna freeze. So you're probably wondering why I was having you pay attention to that truck that come pulling up. But first, let's talk about this area on East Harbor that I'm fishing. So the area that I'm fishing at East Harbor is a small cut. To the right of this cut, there is a trailer park. To the left, there is a campground or a small campground. This area, by the summertime, will be full of lily pads. So back to the truck. The guy in that truck has a camper next to the cut I was fishing. This guy, who we will refer to as Ken, this mystery man, or in our case, Ken, appears to be in his mid-70s. Also, by the stickers on his truck, he appears to be a veteran. Thank you for your service, Ken. But back to the story. Ken apparently took notice from his camper of me catching like 10 bass, and he apparently did not like that. So as Ken pulls up, unknown to me that he is not happy about me fishing next to his camper or catching bass, I give him a polite wave. Ken then proceeds to ask me if I'm anchored down. I proceed to tell Ken that I have my power poles down, keeping me in one spot. Ken then proceeds to tell me that I am not allowed to be anchored in there, and if I do not bring up my anchor or power poles, I am trespassing. Per Ken's request, I bring up my power poles, and I proceed to ask him what the problem is. Ken proceeds to tell me that I have every right to be in there, which I know. But according to the law, if I'm touching the bottom, I'm trespassing because the campground he pays good money to stay at owns the bottom of that cut under the water. But instead of pushing the issue with Ken, I bring my power poles up and I continue to fish.
What's that? I got my power poles down. All right. Well, it's not really an anchor. It's just. Okay. Why is that? I gotcha. Yeah. I know, but what am I bothering? That's what I don't understand. I'm bothering nothing by putting them down, but it's fine.
So as you guys can see, that is the interaction I have with the guy known as Ken. Through Ken's best actions, he was unable to run me off. Actually, he made me stay there and fish a little longer than what I would have. And I was able to catch a decent fish on a lipless crankbait in front of Ken, which you will see. With that being said, I did respect Ken's wishes and not put my power poles back down. I could have really pushed this issue with him, but I have learned through the years guys like Ken are always right and set in their ways. So the question is, who is right and who is wrong? With all that said and done, Ken was correct, and I will explain. So guys, the law reads, the waters of Ohio's public waterways belong to the state of Ohio. However, the land beneath the water belongs to the landowner, whether owned publicly or privately. So the other question is the land beneath this water owned by the state of Ohio, or is it privately owned? So after doing my research and getting on OnX Hunt app, which shows property boundaries, the property or the soil below this water in this cut is not owned by the state of Ohio, and it is owned by Harbor's Edge Marina, which owns the campground, the trailer park, and also a marina. With all that being said, guys, you still have a right to fish in these cuts and these marinas in East Harbor, West Harbor, the Sandusky Bay, anywhere in Lake Erie or anywhere in Ohio, as long as you can access it publicly by your boat, kayak. And just remember, guys, to not power pole down or put your anchor, or my buddy Ken Dog will be after you. One last thing, respect and courtesy go a long way. Respect others' boats in the marinas. A lot of these boats are very expensive. I'm sure the owner of that $500,000 boat doesn't want your half-ounce tungsten thrown against it. Also have courtesy for the boats coming and going, and always give them the right of way. If we can do these small things, guys, we should have no issues, as I have never had an issue at East Harbor in all the years I've gone there. And remember, guys, us as fishermen also have rights. So let's get back to the fishing action and tune into the next video as me and my buddy Ken meet again.
And the pitch double is A. And he went backdoor breaking ball missed with a curveball. The set and next to the Ramirez. Well, that's how you get revenge. For a pitch clock
Here we go, guys.
strike three.
On the lipless.
He absolutely unloaded.
There we go. That's a good one. Oh yeah.
Nothing into the count.
There we go, baby.
There we go, guys. Nice one. Wait, it's probably the biggest fish of the day. 3-pounder, I bet. Zeroed. Two guys, 3 pound, 2 ounce. Nice fish, nice fish.
Let's let her go. See you, big girl.
By Kerry Carpenter and Akil Madu. Now the set. Now the pitch.
There we go.
Another ball that is put away.
There we go. Come on, baby. Get in there.
So far this season, he has made all the plays in the outfield, and that was a huge play.
baby.
Eric Haas, the batter, 0 for 3.
And then his face.
Lasto, the pitch.
There we go. Get out of there. That's a good one, too. That's a real good one. Nice one, nice one.
That's a good one, guys. Nice fish.
Get up here. Auger, dude. Oh shit, that's a real good fish.
We have to have a mixture of both.
Get up in here. Oh boy. You kidding me? Yeah, hogger.
Zeroed. $3.9, guys. 3 pounds, 9 ounces.
3.9. Thank you, baby. Likes babies. There we go. I'll get over. Oh, that's a good one too. Get up in here, buddy. There we go. Get up in here.
The way you're supposed to be playing the game. But there's certain games where someone just gets hot from mid-range and they
What's up, guys? It's Josh, a high bass guru. Just got off the water, got the boat all packed away, sitting in my truck because it is so windy out. You guys wouldn't be able to hear me, but what an epic day on the water, man. I don't even know how many fish we caught. Every fish I caught, I can't remember catching one little fish at all. They were all like really good fish, not monsters, but just solid 2.5 pounders. I did catch one that went, I think, 3.3, and the other one went 3.7 or 3.8 or 3.9. I don't know, I can't remember, but got me some good bass thumb going on. Yeah, and it was windy and it was cold. I mean, right now it says it's 47 degrees, but with that wind, it felt like it was in the 30s out there. Probably one of my colder days on the water. And it took me about an hour to get on them. When I put in here at East Harbor, first thing I did is I ran out to the channel thinking that's where I might catch them, and it was like chocolate milk out there, and the water temp was like 48 degrees. So I instantly left there and ran right back to the other side of East Harbor. Water was much clearer. Water temps were in that 50, 51, 52, depending on where you're at. And started throwing that spinner bait, caught two on the spinner bait, then I caught a couple on the chatter bait, caught another one on spinner bait, and then I pulled up into this little cove, as you guys seen, and I power pulled down right there, and I just started whacking them on the chatter bait, and I'm talking good fish. They were just stacked up in there. Also caught one on a lipless with that dipshit that pulled up, and I don't know what the guy was. He was just mad because I was catching fish in there. I think he had a camper, which is right next to that. He was telling me, since I had my power poles down, that I was trespassing because I was touching the bottom of their property. And maybe that is their property. I don't know. It's a waterway connected to East Harbor that I floated up into. So I kind of told the guy that I thought he was ridiculous and I wasn't hurting anybody, but I didn't push the issue. I just pulled my power poles up. I was about done fishing anyways in there, so cast it around a little more, caught a couple fish. He was sitting there on a bucket, bobber fishing, but I caught him really well up in there. And then I just kind of proceeded around a little bit, and at one point I was like, man, I might just leave. It was so windy. But I started getting bit on that spinner bait, and I was just running riprap walls, and catching them really good on the spinner bait. Caught a couple on a jig, caught one on a lipless crankbait. So it was a really good day. Tomorrow I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go. It's supposed to be much warmer tomorrow. It's 47 degrees right now. It's supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow. So hopefully it'll bring that water up. I might come back here, might go over to West Harbor. I don't think I'm gonna hit Sandusky Bay up this trip. I just think the bay is probably really muddy from all this rain and wind. And it's probably, you know, the bay is a big piece of water, so it probably hasn't warmed up very fast. So I feel like I'd be wasting my time going over there. Plus it's gonna be a little bit windy the next 2 days again, and the bay just gets chopped up. So either here or West Harbor, I haven't decided yet. I didn't catch them very good yesterday, caught them good today, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. So stick with me, guys. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tell your friends. Ohio Bass Guru out.